Minna, ikuyo? This is KRox50 here, bringing you another review, this time of the new KaitenKen Deluxe DenKamen sword from Kamen Rider Den-O. This is Den-O's second and final power-up item that allows him to access liner form, in which the user, Ryotaro Nogami, physically fights all by himself without the possession of any Imagine. First off, this thing is pretty darn big. This thing's so big that they couldn't package the whole thing all by itself. They had to have the blade tip packaged separately. And also had to have the delta lever down there folded up. So starting off, the main gimmick is using the delta lever, which is down here, to rotate the 4 masks on this turntable that guards the hilt. Got a mask for sword form, rod form, axe form, and gun form. The blade is got a nice red plastic with 4 marks in red, blue, yellow, and purple for the 4 forms represented by the masks. Has a nice gold trim around it, and the blade itself cast in some good gray plastic. So to start off, I'll set this down here. Whoops, left it on. Okay, there we go. So start off, turn it around here, push down there, turn it on. Now I'll just adjust the camera. So next up, you take your rider pass. For the sake of this review, I'll be using my liner form rider ticket. Just insert it in, close it up, and take it, push it in, put it in a little slot here, and push it in. And transformation is complete. Also to mention is that there's a little black notch in there that when you press it down, activates the same sound. There's the camera there. Okay, start off the transformation. Start off the mode changing. You pull on the delta lever, then push it back in. Now it's in Ura Rod mode. Press down the trigger for the first attack. DenKamen attack. By holding down the trigger after the attack sound is played, it will play the catchphrase of whichever Imagine is associated with that mask. So for Urarod, you get Urataris' catchphrase. Next is Keen Axe. His attack is DenKamen Chop. Next is Ryugun. Attack for this one is DenKamen Shot. And the final one is Momo Sword. Whoops. Let me try that again. There we go. The attack for this is DenKamen Slash. And for this one, when you activate it, it will open up when you set it to this mode, and close when you set it to the others. So, finally, pulling the delta lever 4 times in succession, like this. That gives you this nice little catchy jingle, which is kind of like the sword form jingle. Then pressing the trigger one more time, will activate Full Throttle Brake, Deno's ultimate final attack. And there you go. Those are the sounds. So what have I got to say about the DenKamen sword? Well, to say this is definitely my favorite imported toy that I've ever gotten. It's also the most expensive, and it was hard to find. You'd be surprised. Now this thing feels nice in your hands. You can hold it with both hands. It's fun to play with. You can slash it around. It's not gonna break too easily on you. It's very sturdy, and the detail is great. You know, the face change gimmick is always fun to play around with. You can even do it in. You can even do the face changes in whatever order you want. It all depends on how many times you've pulled the delta lever. As long as you've pulled it 4 times, it'll go to the full throttle brake standby. Meaning you could do full throttle brake on Urataro's, Kintaro, the rod, axe, or gun form mask, as well as the sword form mask. And if you keep pressing the trigger before the full throttle brake sound is over, it'll keep doing it until the thing is fully finished. Then it'll go back to the regular sound for that mask. So overall, this is a nice addition to any Deno collection. It's a final part. Second to last deluxe toy, that last one being the Dynamic Buster. And it's something I'd highly recommend to any Deno fan. Also, a little side note is that if you look there, it's the Deno emblem on the back. Cool little feature. And so overall, I'd highly recommend this to Deno fans, to fans of Deno, the writer and the show, and to liner form fans, of course. Though, I really would suggest it at least once you've gotten the writer pass, because it's not as fun without it. It's complete with the writer pass right in there. This thing's great to play with, it's nice detail. It's overall a great toy. So I would highly recommend it. Just see if you can get it at a good price. You don't want to be ripped off. You don't want to feel ripped off. So for now, this is KaitenKen 50 signing out.